This is Nick.
This is Jack.
It's Tuesday, T-Boy Tuesday, April 25th. And today's pod is the best one yet. It's a T-Boy.
TBOY Yetis, we whipped up a special one.
What do we got? First story on the pod.
Bed Bath & Beyond just added a fourth B. Bankruptcy.
But we're not here to tell you how it died. We are here to tell you how it lived.
For our second story, there's a new thing taking over the streets of San Francisco.
Yes, there is.
Robotaxis.
Yetis, you don't just ride in a robotaxi, you own a robotaxi.
And our third and final story, sales of Coca-Cola are up, except for one specific type of drink.
Because 2 out of 3 acquisitions fail.
2 out of 3 acquisitions fail.
2/3 of acquisitions don't turn out like you thought they would.
66.67%.
Nearly 70%.
But Yetis, before we hit that wonderful mix.
But 1 out of 3 do succeed. We should point that out.
True.
I guess that's the
True.
inverse. Yeah.
The cup's not half full, but
Yeah.
it's 1/3 full.
Yes, it is. All right. I cut you off. Jack, where were we, Ben?
Not many IPOs. We haven't seen that many IPOs this year.
Not many companies are going public this year, are they?
But a funny thing, Nick and I noticed, the one company that is going public right now is the J. Peterman catalog.
J. Peterman catalog. Jack, where have we heard of J. Peterman catalog?
Yeah, that J. Peterman catalog from the TV show Seinfeld.
We're talking about the J. Peterman company from Seinfeld. They are going public.
In Seinfeld, season 6, Elaine starts working at J. Peterman, a flamboyant fashion company.
Now, Jack and I thought this was a fictional company on a real TV show.
And Nick and I are big Seinfeld fans, so we were surprised we were off on this one.
Because it turns out this is a real company that was also in a real TV show.
That's right. Soon, you can buy real stock in the real company from the fictional plot of Seinfeld.
Yeah, like soon you can buy shares of Elaine's boss from season 6. Vandalay coming soon.
And that got us thinking, what TV brands do you wish were real?
It got us wondering, what movie brands would you buy stock in?
Let's kick it off with my first wish, Dunder Mifflin.
Publicly traded paper company based in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Or how about Duff Beer Incorporated?
Oh, that could be finally a challenge to Budweiser and Miller Lite.
Rose Apothecary is a small business, but I think they could scale.
Yeah, they would have the perfect lavender body scrub to go public with, Jack.
But if you want to go Dow Jones Industrial on us, let me turn you to Stark Industries Incorporated.
Oh, that, Jack, would be a global defense stock if I've ever seen one, man.
Last but not least, Wilder would kill for stock of Pizza Planet.
The stock could go to infinity and beyond.
Yetis, for T-Boy Tuesday, we want to know from you.
What fake brand from TV should be real?
What company from a movie would you buy stock in?
Hit us up at T-Boy Pod. We want to know.
Even if Dwight Schrute is CEO.
But Pam got a promotion.
Tell us what fake company you wish were real.
At T-Boy Pod, Jim, we want your answers.
T-Boy Tuesday, let's hit our 3 stories.
15 years before this song, 2 boys from the Northeast met in the dorm. They had an idea that caused a cultural storm. It's the best one yet, but the best is a norm. Jack, Nick, that's it. I don't even think they need to practice. 50%, that's a fat tip. T-Boy City on your at-list. If you know, you know, cause we ready to go. We can't wait no more, so just start the show. Start the show.
For our first story, Bed Bath & Beyond has officially declared bankruptcy.
But instead of mourning this tragic loss, we want to celebrate together the innovation that was Bed Bath & Beyond in its prime.
I just don't know if we'll have enough time.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yetis, if you didn't have an argument with your parents at a Bed Bath & Beyond before freshman year, did you even go to college, man?
The day I met Nicholas Martell, in February of 2007,
I remember you walking in.
I went to Bed Bath & Beyond with my mom.
Yes, you did. And what were you guys arguing about?
I wanted to impress Nick with my brand new duvet cover.
Yes, you're like, should I spend it on the shower caddy? Is Nick going to judge my loofah if it's pink or if it's aquamarine?
I'm like, Mom, I need 2 Axe body sprays.
Yetis, Bed Bath & Beyond, shockingly 52 years old. They just filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This is it with Bed Bath & Beyond.
And as is usually the case with bankruptcies, the stock has fallen to practically nothing. It was 19 cents the last time we checked.
It's down 99% from its all-time high.
Now, while many brick and mortar chains are actually thriving right now,
Yes, they are.
Bed Bath & Beyond made one obvious and critical mistake.
Look, we're not being critical here, but honestly, they were late to the internet.
The founder himself said it. He said we missed the boat on e-commerce.
Which is not a boat you want to miss in that industry, Jack.
When it comes to retail, I don't think you're allowed to be late for e-commerce.
Now, Yetis, we just told you that IKEA is thriving with its omni-channel retail right now.
But Bed Bath & Beyond is dying with its still pre-internet business model.
Now, Jack, we should sprinkle on a little more context here for people who may have, a gift card or two on them at the moment.
That's right. If you have a baby registry, a wedding registry, gift cards, or want to return something from Bed Bath & Beyond, pay attention.
You do not want to miss this boat, Yetis.
Because Bed Bath & Beyond sadly plans to close down all their stores.
And besties, if you got a coupon on you, you may want to use that in the next 24 hours.
Starting Wednesday, no more coupons allowed. And if I had a gift card, I'd use it soon if I were you.
Beep, beep, beep. Can we back up a second for us on Bed Bath & Beyond?
Everyone's ripping on Bed Bath & Beyond. We've heard the jokes. The fourth B is for bankruptcy.
Yes, it never gets old.
Guilty. We said it at the top of this pod.
But here's Yetis what Jack and I find fascinating about this story. Yes, Bed Bath & Beyond has been disrupted, but Bed Bath & Beyond used to be the disruptor.
When this company began, it was just called Bed and Bath. That was the limit of their ambitions.
Back when it was thinking small, right, Jack?
But then they looked across the street because there was a giant 50,000 square foot superstore and they said, we're going to move into that store.
Honestly, besties, it's easy to forget, but Bed Bath & Beyond was really one of the first ever superstores. They pioneered the concept.
In 1987, they changed their name to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yes.
Which gave them permission to put anything in that store.
Okay, now here's the key part. Once they got huge, Bed Bath & Beyond pioneered a very new, innovative ad technique that was totally different from everyone else.
Everyone else was spending big marketing dollars on advertising and TV commercials.
Everyone's doing the President's Day weekend sale. They're doing the commercials on cable TV.
Or they were putting them in newspapers.
Instead, here's what Bed Bath & Beyond did. They took all of that marketing budget for TV and put all of it into coupons. Coupons, physical coupons.
So instead of $1 million for that 7 o'clock cable TV prime advertising commercial spot,
instead, Bed Bath & Beyond would mail $10 off coupons to 100,000 potential customers.
And that's really how it became an icon of retail.
Hey, we've all seen this, the 8.5 by 11-inch blue-white Bed Bath & Beyond coupon.
Every time you leave Bed Bath & Beyond, you feel like you got a deal because you literally got 20% off everything.
And here's the key, Yetis. You'll walk in for the towel with the coupon, but then you're leaving with the vacuum and a blanket.
Nick, they actually set up their stores like a racetrack, so you had to pass by everything in the store. You had to get tempted by everything.
You're not walking by aisle 6 without grabbing a couple loofahs, are you, Jack?
Again, the Beyond.
You may as well get 3 loofahs. So, Jack, what's the takeaway for our buddies over at Bed Bath & Beyond?
If you're going to go first, go big.
Yetis, we are gathered here today to remember Bed Bath & Beyond, a company that has moved on after a long battle with not making profits.
We're not here, though, to discuss the death by e-commerce.
No, we're not.
We're here to discuss its life.
Because besties, Bed Bath & Beyond was a first in physical marketing. They realized that their physical coupons were their differentiator.
So they went all in on that differentiator.
They really did use their entire marketing budget on sending coupons, not commercials.
And that's how they became so culturally relevant. And that's why today you can buy an expired Bed Bath & Beyond coupon on eBay like it's a collector's item.
We jumped in T-Boy style. Don't believe us? Go on eBay, search for Bed Bath & Beyond. You can buy coupons that are expired.
If you're going to go first on something, go big on it.
Go big on it. For our second story, Robotaxis are officially like all over San Francisco. There's one right there, Jack.
They're ghost driving the Embarcadero right now.
Yes, they are, Jack.
And Tesla's other master plan depends on these robo-taxis.
Yeah, it is, Jack and I. We want to play a little game with you. Let's close our eyes, except if you're driving right now. Don't close your eyes. But otherwise, close your eyes. And imagine you had a car that could drive itself.
What would you do if you had a self-driving car?
Would you drive across the country and not have to do any work?
Would you drive across the country while sleeping in the back seat?
Would you play Mario Kart video games behind the wheel in an ironic twist?
Would you let Mario beat you in Mario Kart while you're behind the wheel?
Exactly. Well, Yetis, there's actually a right answer to that question, and everything we just said is wrong.
The right answer for what you should do with your self-driving car is stay home and do nothing.
Yetis, in the future, when you have a self-driving car, you should just watch your favorite movie from your couch while your car is outside working for you.
Stay with us here, Yetis. If your car can drive itself, then it can be your car when you need it and your robo-taxi when you don't need it.
Yes, that part is key. All right, Yetis, we'll slow it down for a sec. Your self-driving car can drive you when you need it, like, during the day, but then it can drive others when you don't need it, like at night.
That would be powerful. You could hang out at the park and play with your dog while your car is picking up people and dropping them off and making money for you.
Your car would become your ultimate side hustle. You would be making money with your car while you do nothing. Now, here's why Jack and I wanted to share this insight and cover this story. Because when I wake up every morning, I text Jack a video of a self-driving car going by our apartment.
The self-driving car imagination, it's urgent because it's happening in San Francisco right now.
Literally across the city, like all the time. Like you wake up in San Francisco, you're seeing Google's Waymo self-driving cars, or you're seeing General Motors Cruise self-driving cars.
And nobody is behind the wheel.
No one's behind the wheel. Here's the key, though. They can only pick you up in San Francisco and charge you a fare between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. because there are fewer people on the street then.
But Nick's done that before. He's gotten robo-taxi rides, and these rides have driven 1 million miles without a major accident in California.
Okay, so it was like after 10 p.m. after dinner, and I was going to call you, Jack, because it was like so exciting, but
I was asleep.
It was 1 a.m. for you.
I was on the East Coast.
But it's pretty wild because a car comes up to you. It looks like, I don't know, a big microwave. And then you use your phone to get in and you just like go in the back seat and it's like your iPhone's driving.
You don't talk to anybody.
You're not talking to anyone.
Now, right now it's in a testing phase. And if you participate like Nick did, you get a ride for half the price. But it drives pretty slow.
Yeah, we should point out, you're paying half the fare because there's no driver, but this thing really loves stopping at stop signs.
And that's why we're telling this story, because after years of empty hype around self-driving cars, robo-taxis are having a real moment in San Francisco right now.
However, the biggest beneficiary of this robo-taxi revolution, it might not be Google and it might not be General Motors, actually.
It might be Tesla.
So, Jack, what's the takeaway for our buddies who really like to play by the traffic rules over in the robo-taxi industry?
Tesla's other master plan is Operation Robotaxi.
Yetis, just last week, Elon Musk said that he's cut Tesla's car prices and doesn't mind not making money anymore on Tesla.
The reason he doesn't care about profits today is that tomorrow, Elon thinks he'll have the technology to turn every Tesla on the road into a robotaxi with one click.
All right, here's the vision, besties. When you are not using your Tesla car, Elon would let it become a robotaxi.
Your Tesla goes from an expensive asset you spend money on to an asset that generates income for you.
And Tesla likes this because Tesla can take a little piece of the action too.
Maybe they're charging a $1 fee for every robo-ride your Tesla takes.
Or maybe Tesla's charging $15,000 one time for that robotaxi feature.
This robotaxi vision is the reason investor Cathie Wood thinks Tesla is worth $5 trillion.
She's obsessed with Elon Musk, but this is the reason she's so into Tesla too.
We should also point out Elon has been very late on his robotaxi promises.
Yeah, Elon first told us that robotaxis would happen by 2020.
And they haven't.
But robotaxis, yeah, they're happening right now. I'm seeing them every morning over breakfast.
And Tesla could be the real long-term winner with Operation Robotaxi. And now a word from our sponsor, Robinhood.
Not sure what to order? Make sure to ask about the specials.
Seared tuna on a bed of rice with ginger aioli. Yes to that.
Robinhood's Cash Card has a lot of specials too, and they come with some perks.
This time, it's your favorite sneaker brand. Next time, it's your favorite sushi spot.
It's the special this week, and if you buy it, you get cash back with no activation required.
So buy these sneakers with Robinhood and get rewarded for it.
If you're not investing with Robinhood yet, to get started, go to robinhood.com/tboy.
Spending account offered through Robinhood Money, NMLS 1990968.
The Cash Card issued by Sudden Bank, member FDIC, pursuant to a license by MasterCard. Certain limitations apply.
All investments involve risk.
Robinhood Financial, LLC, member SIPC. For our third and final story, Coca-Cola. They just told us that all of their drinks are selling right now, except for the one it acquired.
Because believe it or not, about 2/3 of acquisitions fail.
2 out of 3. But first of all, Yetis, if we're going to drop a stat like that on you, first we got to give you a fun fact. Jack, we got a fun fact about Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola in its earnings call didn't mention the word soda a single time.
No, they didn't. They also didn't mention the word pop for our Midwestern buddies either.
Guess what they called their key product?
What did they call it again?
A sparkling soft drink.
That's what they call Coca-Cola. That's like us calling T-Boy an audio sensory performance, Jack.
Exactly. Well, Coca-Cola sold nearly $11 billion of sparkling soft drinks last quarter, mainly by jacking up prices of that Coke.
Diet Coke comes in a skinny can, but man, that thing really distracts you from the prices.
Fat prices.
Now, Yetis, here's what Jack and I found fascinating about this story. We jumped in T-Boy style and we scanned Coca-Cola's earnings and we noticed that there was one bottle that wasn't bubbly.
We noticed that sales of Coca-Cola's coffee, its water, and its soda all rose last quarter.
Yeah, those are up 9%, 8%, and 3%. Not too shabby. There you go, Coke.
Sales were flowing for those key products.
But there is just one category over at Coca-Cola that actually fell last quarter. And Jack, what was that category?
The one category that shrank for Coke is sports drinks.
Sports drinks. Sports drinks like pulled a hammy because Yeti's Coke owns Powerade, which has forever played backup goalie to Gatorade in the Jug Wars.
And that's why Coca-Cola acquired BodyArmour. Do you remember that?
Right, buddy. Yeah, remember BodyArmour? We covered it on the pod. That was Kobe Bryant's sports drink startup.
Coca-Cola acquired BodyArmour for nearly $6 billion.
Coca-Cola acquired BodyArmour for like 2 lifts. That's the context, Yetis.
And the reason? BodyArmour's sales were doubling for 3 straight years from like 2018 to 2021.
3 straight years, BodyArmour doubling in sales every year.
And then Coke bought it.
Yeah, and what happened then, Jack?
Well, in the latest quarter, BodyArmour sales fell by 1%. They fell for the first time in the brand's history.
So in the earnings call, the CEO of Coca-Cola admitted they've got a problem after this BodyArmour acquisition.
The CEO admitted hiccups as they merged Powerade with BodyArmour over at Coca-Cola.
And that made Jack and me remember something interesting. So Jack, what's the takeaway for our buddies over at Coca-Cola?
The dirty secret about deals, 2/3 of acquisitions fail.
Yetis, to acquire a company, you usually got to pay a little extra, a little bit of sprinkled dinkle. It's called a premium. It's about 33% more that you would pay on average.
For example, if BodyArmour was worth $4.5 billion, Coke had to pay $6 billion to get it to agree to sell.
But here's what that means. That means that Coca-Cola now has to run BodyArmour 33% better just to break even on the deal.
And that usually doesn't happen.
No, it does not.
Because buying a company often messes with that company's mojo.
Now, besties, we know what you're thinking here. If 2 out of 3 acquisitions fail, then why do acquisitions happen so many times a year?
Great question. We think it's because CEOs have to tell investors a growth story.
Honestly, acquisitions, that's like a pretty growthy looking story, isn't it, Jack?
Oh, you're acquiring somebody. That got me interested. Yetis, there's not much hard data on whether acquisitions work out or not. It's partially a subjective analysis.
But based on Jack's and my experience being your financial industry liaisons, we estimate that 2 out of 3 corporate acquisitions just don't work out.
They fail. That's the dirty secret of corporate deals.
It's the dirty secret of doing deals. Jack, can you whip up the takeaways for T-Boy Tuesday?
Bed Bath & Beyond's long battle with e-commerce has ended with bankruptcy.
But it was once a disruptor because it went first and then it went big.
For our second story, Nick took his first Robotaxi ride last month in San Francisco.
It was a laugh riot. It was great.
It was just him in the car. There was nobody behind the wheel.
Oh, it was Molly there too, but I was kind of freaking out about the car.
You guys were dinking hard.
Yeah, that car is made for dinks. Yeti's Tesla's other master plan is Operation Robotaxi.
And our third and final story is Coca-Cola. Sales rose for every product they have except BodyArmour.
Because here's the dirty secret about doing deals.
2/3 of acquisitions, they fail.
That's something the investment bankers won't tell you. Now, time for the best fact yet. This one sent in by Nick and Jack, but I actually don't know the answers. Like, this is a good Jack one.
Well, the J. Peterman Seinfeld. We got to do a Seinfeld trivia question here.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Hit me. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Besides the 4 main characters of Seinfeld, who are, Nick, can you help me here?
Okay, we got Elaine, we got Kramer, we got Jerry, and we got George.
Besides those 4 characters, who makes the most appearances in Seinfeld? Not Jerry, not Elaine, not George, not Kramer. Who's the 5th most frequently their character.
Okay, Jack, let me apply some strategy here. First, I'm going to think proximity. So I'm going to go with Newman because he lives in the building.
Good guess, but no.
Okay. Then I'm going to go with eccentricity. So I'm going to go with Jackie Childs.
The lawyer, no. He's only in like a half dozen episodes.
All right. Then I'm just going to go with fun here. Bubble Boy. That feels like an opportunity.
That's one episode.
Okay. I was kind of round up on that one. All right. What's the answer, Jack?
The answer, Yetis, is the person who works behind the cash register at the coffee shop Monks. She's in the background of like every single episode.
Oh, Jack, that fact is real and it's spectacular.
I see what you did there, and I like every minute of it.
Yetis, if you have a brand that's in a movie or a TV show that you wish were real and could buy stock in, we want to hear it.
What fake brand do you wish were real?
Hit us up at T-Boy Pod because you look fantastic today.
Happy T-Boy Tuesday. Nick and I will see you tomorrow.
Can't wait. And before we go, a happy birthday across the pond to Yeti Cameron Fari from Dublin, Ireland.
And happy 30th birthday to Jordan Rosenbaum in Denver, Colorado.
And Raul Vasquez, happy birthday down in San Juan, Texas.
And feliz cumpleaños to Scott from Minnetonka. And to anyone else who's celebrating something today, make it a T-Boy.
And to anyone else who's wearing their T-Boy merch right now, you look fantastic.
Celebrate the wins. This is Jack. Nick and I both own stock of Robinhood. And now a word from our sponsor, Robinhood.
Want to invest in stocks, but you want to save time too?
Robinhood's Cash Card helps you add to your investments with every purchase you make.
They'll round up your change with every tap and invest it into the stock or crypto of your choice.
Your future self will thank you.
And these roundups, they can really add up.
If you're not investing with Robinhood yet, to get started, go to Robinhood.com/T-Boy.
Spending account offered through Robinhood Money, NMLS 1990968.
The Cash Card is issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC, pursuant to a license by MasterCard.
Certain limitations apply. Roundup services are provided by RHY.
You must have a brokerage account with RHF or a cryptocurrency account with RHC in order to fully utilize investment features.
All investments involve risk.
Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Oh, my wrist. Weird.
Jack, see if they'll do a 2-for-1 deal and replace your hip.
You call me old? That's exactly what you're doing.
So, Jack, what's the takeaway? What was that, Nick? What was that?